Hello. All right. So I'm trying to adjust my model. Um, right. This should be good. Like, so what I'm doing, I have, since I'm using my iPad for my model tracking, I am moving, I'm having, moving my iPad so it can look like I'm looking over this way. And that was one of the issues I had with tracking because before it would be like I'm looking at my or my TV monitor that I use for my PlayStation 5. I'm like way turned and then looking up or something like that. So this makes it a little bit easier and doesn't make like I'm trying to break my neck. All right. And since this is kind of like a point and click, I don't have to worry about as far as fast movement. I can look at my OBS screen so I can look more straight ahead. So let's go ahead and continue. If you last left off, we kind of poked holes in Lotta Hart's testimony, and it got the judge thinking, like, okay, and thinking as far as, oh, all right, well, we need to find some more proof because we have now turned it around that the victim could have possibly done something himself. But it also shows that Arm Karma is a dirty old man and likes to cheat because he is witness tampering and he's a big old bully. All right, bully. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm over here rambling. Maya. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Uh, okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Ew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you the bill or something? Why do I get to picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. It sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there's any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. All right. And there's nothing else. So now we need to find a little bit more evidence. There are fewer than yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Uh, Public beach. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely fiance. Lotta? Oh, Gumshoe. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, yes? What about your trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Thought you did, though you did say Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. Wow. Look, going against somebody like Manfred von Karma, I would have been like on my feet in standing ovation. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Uh, Thanks. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were two witnesses. I was wondering who the other witness was. Who was it? Uh, Sorry, pal. As much as I like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge the information. Again, you can't tell them the name. Why? I mean, at least give me a name of who it is. Right. All right. I wanted to ask you something about Edward. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I've never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor. And him being afraid of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. Oh. Well, he did say that. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. Like, yeah, I do remember him saying that. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not all on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved that I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole... What? Okay. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. All right, pal. You don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Edgeworth, over here saving me money. Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. Okay, Phoenix, don't push your luck. All right, don't push your luck. Oh, I forgot. I needed to tweet out the stream. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that. I meant to tweet out and I like totally forgot. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, do, do, do. There we go. Hey Jay, how are you doing? All right, I got that tweeted out. Sorry about that. All right, so I guess that we can go back and pick Maya up. Maya here, Maya. And well, what about the boat shop? Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today too. Okay, nothing here. Public beach. I'm well. I just wish these fights didn't take 9,000 years. I'm doing good. I'm feeling a little bit better. Um, wasn't feeling good today, so I'm not going to meet my step goal today, my walking goal today, but I do have my other goals as far as walking walking at least 100 steps for for 10 hours out of the day, my calorie goal and stuff like that, and my exercising goal. So I did reach that, but my step goal I didn't get today. I really wasn't feeling good today. Hey, Ghost, how you doing? Yeah, it was weird because like I know your muscles will feel like sore and stuff like that because exercising and stuff like that, but it felt like my my insides were like cramping up, like they were like I was like really dehydrated. But I've been drinking like a ton of water, but I just was not feeling all that great. Not as much as queasy, but yeah, I just didn't feel good. But I feel a lot better now. All right, let's go back to the detention center and pick our girl up, I guess. So,
You know what the real mystery is?
what?
How did the Jacksonville International Airport parking garage catch on fire today?
What? What? Apparently, our international airport parking garage caught on fire today. I how? So yeah. My husband just told me. I'm like, how? Okay, now we're back to the detention center. It's a parking garage. How? Okay. Hey Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? What did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Hmm. Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We gotta win this case, Nick. Anything to talk about? Okay, that's just the usual stuff. Um, I guess we're going back to the beach since I got my buddy back. Yep. There aren't many cops around here today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working working up the case against Edgeworth. Hmm. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? No, I ain't complaining. Oh, I'm not complaining. I said it right the first time. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing my any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? Today's trial. What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half to just say I'll be a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. I don't think I would ever want to be a witness to that. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? Exactly. What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figured, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. All right, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what did you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come treat, my friend. Hey. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Wow. You kind of knocked your own self down, Wild. Well, what it'll be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? You know what, deal? We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I ain't trying to rob the poor. Huh? Wow, she just called it. The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa. Gordy? But Gordy Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows that he doesn't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something? Y'all come to me first. Got it? Okay. Right. See y'all later. Man, Lotta. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. How exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Alright, whoa. Oh, that wasn't there before. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Larry, what the heck is this? Oh, it was my girl Keonce's idea. She was all, if you put it there, it'll be really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's really impressive. She could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people, so she basically be getting a whole lot of freebies. and that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. um. Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. Why are you spreading this information out, Maya? Man, nobody can tell you anything if they just say, man, keep this to the utmost secrecy. Maya gonna tell just, hey, did you know? He acts like a little boy. Like, come on, Maya. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transfer? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you inflated it by yourself. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I used it to fill up the balloon there with air. Huh? Neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a bit out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Why does she got her teeth closed out? Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Those flags look sadly out of place, flapping listlessly back and forth in the cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know, I think it gives this place kind of a festive atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? What in the heck is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh, I guess we were the only ones. I asked again, what the heck is it? Huh, almost in, okay, signpost, boat docks. Trash can. Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. All right, I don't think there's anything else. I just wanted to inspect these again. I don't have anything for Lotta. Maybe something. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. I get it. I don't have anything. I don't have anything for Lotta. Okay. Criminals Affairs Department? Detention Center? Maybe I can talk to Edgeworth. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Alright, never mind. Criminal Affairs? Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean, again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. How was the investigation proceeding? It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him within court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Gordy. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down at Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your mind? Eek! You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh. Detective Gumshoe is scary, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotto. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Well, ma'am, maybe you could have led with that. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Oh, okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile, come here, boy. Oh, look at him. He booping nose. Here he is. Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog. Cute dog. And this will help us how? Yeah, wolf. Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is just my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Maybe it's like one of the poles in Final Fantasy 14. You know, I don't know. It just doesn't break. Never know till you try, pal. Okay. This next one is the last one. No, please. I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. The sarcasticness from Phoenix. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Can we revisit these later? That's that. I don't know. Can we borrow Missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. He's so cute. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Let's go to the beach. Maybe it will sniff something out? Question mark? Hey, Nick. Hmm? Missile's been acting straight. Oh. I'll go sniffing stuff. Let me drink some water really quick. Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives. What, Phoenix? Why are you calling me a creature? It's a cute doggo. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Oh! Oh, oh. What's wrong, Missile? Eek! Missile! Whoa, stop that thing. Cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs. Call it a cannibal because the dog is eating the hot dogs. My samurai dogs. No. Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry doesn't pay my bills, Nick. It's gonna have to be this time. Okay, is it gonna sniff some, no? Okay. Hey, y'all. Well, you find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Oh. Oh. I told you, no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'll trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, hey the lady. Stop. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Justifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you just say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. Alright. Okay, well the dog wasn't any good. I guess we can go back to Gumshoe. Oh, we can. Okay. Detective Gumshoe, can we? Okay. Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the one I lent you. Department policy. Well, take your pick. Which will it be? Let's get the fishing pole this time. Can we borrow that flimsy-looking fishing pole? Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay? Right. Okay. Let's go back. Maybe the boat area? No? Okay. Hmm. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot. A good spot for what? Time to do some fishing. Be serious. Um, what are you going to use for bait? Oh, yeah. Oh. Hmm. I figured something like this would happen. We should have brought Missile along with us too. At least then Phoenix. At least we at least then we'll have bait. What, Nick? How could you? Exactly, Maya. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Huh? Some jokes are better left untold. Yeah, yeah. I would have to agree. Oof. She hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Just try not to reel in any empty cans or boots, okay? Here we go. Eck. My leg. Oh no! Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll. Nick, pay her. That poor Wally. So they got us nothing. God dog it. So I guess the fishing pole is a bust? Yep. I guess there's only one instance that it will work. God dog it. All this moving. I really kind of wish it will just be like one drop down and be like, okay, you're going to the park, so where in the park do you just want to go? Instead, it would just be in like place by place by place. All right, borrow. Let's borrow the metal detector this time. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Secret Weapons 3? Borrow all 4 Gumshoe's secret weapons. I didn't even. Oh shoot. Well, I knew there was an achievement. I didn't know it would be one for getting all 3 though. Not like that. All right. So the only place that we did not get a dialogue with is the boat shop. So I'm gonna go back to all 3 places. But we got one in the public beach, which was the dog. The woods was the fishing pole. So we still haven't found anything around the boat rental shop. So, ooh, Nick, it's beeping. The metal detectors found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Mike. Why do I have to go check it out? Nick, look. Huh, an air tank? Huh, the valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh, huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. Well, we might take it. We might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. All right, so let's go back to Larry. Present. Air tank. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There's a string of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why would I need an air tank anyway? To... Well, air tank? I would say maybe to inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. I mean, why are you hiding it? I'm kind of confused. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it, just once. And, it didn't go so well. As I suspected, I got more. It didn't go so well? Didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little bit more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... Bam! The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. Oh. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off in the gourd lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. Ugh. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. Okay. Good 4 or 5 days before the murder. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't see a date on this. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Fiance gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. So it was the 24th that he found it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was there on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We saw one mystery at least. Mystery? Maybe we should go and tell her. Alright, go talk to Lotta. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Huh? Gordy? Oh, we found him already. What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Y'all for real? Gordy really exists? Wait. I need proof. You got a photo? Of course I have proof. No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbering already. Let me see your proof. Take that! Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used his air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang, and that splash. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, the couple was taking a photograph of the lake. Oh, this photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gory is really the still samurai? Oh, well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info, like I promised. Poor Lotta. So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said that he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. I was wondering about that because they kept saying that there were two bangs. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it, just a lake. I figured it wouldn't be much used as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Might as well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Shows an empty lake taken automatically on the 24th at 11:50. So before midnight, but there was nobody on the lake though. Okay. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Wow. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Okay. Ba. So, let's go to the boat rental. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. There's some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'll find any helpful clues there. Alright, trees, forest. We check this. Is there anything? The water. Can't move. Is there another place? Well, this is the boat. Oh, caretaker shack. It's a burb. Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. I'm supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me. Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello, squawk. Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on that perch. Keith, yes. I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I say that it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello. Yep. He's gone to sleep. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Pasta restaurant? A pasta shop? Yep. To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you the third generation. Meg, yes. Tomorrow we'll start with the secret of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. A pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes. You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course. Everyone knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what it is. This is a boat metal shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We gotta find some way of getting information out of him. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Bird's like, hello. Bird is I ain't talking to you. It ignored me. What? You forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, hello. See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Ha ha ha. Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Oh, she's still highlighted. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Squawk. Cute. Maya's found a new friend. Fishy? Wow, there are a lot of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Huh. Wow, he has a television in here too. Fishing pole? This fishing pole looks expensive. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. Katsu, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I think if I remember correctly with the Phoenix Wright game, even though the original game is set, I think, in like Japan, they changed the location of the Phoenix Wright games to like to be US based. So that's why it's kind of like the whole thing with 4Kids of Brock saying, I love jelly donuts when it's actually a rice ball. So that's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what? Talk about murders? Anybody? Hey kids, want to talk about murders? Oh, you're a party pooper, Nick. Well, stuff. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. All right. Will he talk with us? Okay, Polly. Hey, my memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Really? Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? Wow, Polly. 1228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking and a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. 1228. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Do I need anything? Okay, he hasn't told us anything, so maybe because he hasn't talked to me. I'm not gonna say it. Oh, okay. You know what a lawyer's badge is? That's a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. How would... Huh. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick. Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir. No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please, help us. A lawyer. Please, mister. Alright, I'll help, but on one condition. What's that? When the case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Okay. Why not? Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? That sounds like some spicy noodles. I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you. Now we're Keith again. But wait, didn't I just say You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was it that you wanted to know? Speak up, Ollie. Hello, hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Okay. Maybe show him the photo of the lake? Just to say, hey, did you see anything? This is just an overhead. Yeah, because it would have been right out there. Yeah, the autopsy report doesn't make any sense. So it would have been just to be like, hey, did you see anything? Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes. It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? I know all about it. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. What you saw. I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang. I looked outside. And I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. When a young man walked by my window here, he was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Oh, wait. I have one more question. Huh? Sorry, I missed 2 dial loss because I'm sitting here thinking. And my mouth is like hanging open. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Wait. Don't forget DL6? Huh? What did you just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, Dad. And he's out cold. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why does the bird know about DL6? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. I don't think this old man is as absent-minded as he's been putting on. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Alright, let's go to entrance. Let's go back to criminal affairs. Hey, pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with the current case. To tell you the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'll consider opening the file up. Well, I can't go back to the caretaker. Maybe the bird? I mean, it's kind of weird. Well, because the old guy is coming to be in court tomorrow, and his pet bird is talking about don't forget DL6. So I think that it's pretty much a safe bet. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop parrot. Yep, the witness's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? But, okay, but how though? Because Edgeworth Fathers was the victim. Robert Hammond was the victim in this case. So, okay, let me see. Nick, you think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Ooh. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. All right. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with the 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6. I'll go to the right file. Let's look at the case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Isn't it the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the courtroom building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Huh. Wow. That was some earthquake. Huh. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. I mean, if you look at the window, it looks like it was shot through the glass pane too. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that? Why 2 times? Because if it fired 2 times, where's the other, like, shouldn't there be another bullet somewhere? Or another hole somewhere? Because say he was only shot once in the heart. So, alright, where have I heard that? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. Ah. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. The victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all his memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. The old guy in the cabin? In the caretaker? Is that him? I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. Case summary, suspect data. You're right. How about we just take what we need? File on the DL6 incident. Okay. Ah, my butt. Ugh. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. All right. And let's save progress. All right. I am going to be right back really quick. And then we're going to get started because we're going to go into trial. Day 3 trial. Oh. Yeah, the way that Phoenix pretty much was like, yeah, he may be closer than we think. I think he had a suspicion that the caretaker was Yogi. All right. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let me go on the be right back screen. I guess I will put up music. And we'll be back in 10 minutes for to go ahead and start the trial. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. I had a important discussion with Sable. He was being adorable. And for people that don't know, Sable is my black kitty. Thank you. He was being cute. All right. I guess I should close that out. There we go. No more music. All right, let's go. I got snapped. On Carl. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Calmer, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Hello? Order! Order! Mr. Von Karm, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Much questioning everything. It would be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I can't wait to get him because because Edgeworth said if Edgeworth was considered ruthless, he's that times 10. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. How? No, when you say witness, state your name. I wonder why he didn't have him to state his name. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please, testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yep, I'm exactly. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! That's not how you do things! Who is the guy? I have predicted this trial within 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. Judge! The witness will state his... Oh, I'm just gonna say. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Then when he would not be able to testify? And what was the reason why he could not remember his name? Because if it affected his memory so badly that he can't remember his name, I don't think that will make him a very good witness. At all. You can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. No, he cannot. No. Very well. You see the look on my face, right, Jay? I'm like... Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? All right, I'm doing this. Notes. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. I don't think Von Karma is bad at his job. He just bullies. The judge is just overall bad. Well, Von Karma is bad because he be witness tampering. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. Then when I looked out the window, I saw the boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Okay, so he heard 2 bangs back to back. Just about then the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I would like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Yes, there is everything to question in your witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. I need more information, sir. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Did he really just think he was just gonna bully the judge into being like, nope, that's his testimony, and we're not doing any cross-examination. Call this guilty and be done. Judge, your verdict now. Yeah. Mr. Wright. I'm cross-examining. What are you saying? Of course I cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? Yeah, excuse me? Sir. Sir, I'm gonna need you to take some anger management classes. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. Okay, Judge. Okay, Judge. I give you that one. Say, well then, let's just take our time. Say, okay, 3 minutes and pass. Well, okay, Mr. Wright, do your cross-examination. You may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Judge. You got a little bit of a backbone. Okay. I have to pick up this controller now. I'm over here stuffing my face. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. That's interesting considering that when he talked to us in the caretaker shack, he just said it was dark outside. Mm, hmm. I want to press on this. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you, yeah. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Oh, now you fall back to sleep? I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did. You see? Continue. Oh, yep, they're hiding. I was in the restaurant. Okay, I don't doubt that. Then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Okay. Then I heard another bang. Okay, so he's saying that he heard two back-to-back bangs. Mm. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Okay, so did he see anything though? Did you see people? Was there someone on the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see properly. But I figured there were two men out there. Why? Okay, but if you rent boats out, did they like just steal a boat to go out there to do that? I'm guessing. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time? What are you talking about? At the time? Oh. Next one. When I heard another bang. So you heard two gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Alright. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And you could see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk. Oh, you. I have a bad feeling about this. It's like he sets up these traps, as in, if we press certain statements, it's like we freaking trigger his trap card. And he's just like, I mean, anybody that's in court, is this like a thing? Do certain sides or prosecutions coach witnesses on what to say? Like, I'm actually gonna like look this up later on. Because I'm honestly very curious about this, because this just seems like just so much witness coaching on stuff. All right, I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, "I can't believe he's dead." Okay, let's press you on this. Are you sure? sleepy in. Wake up. Sir? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. That Edgeworth. Why did he just fall over? Even the judge is like, this sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On karma. He lured me into that cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is gonna be over. Raise an objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. But then why pick it up with his right hand if he was so... Edgeworth is not that dumb. You literally just said, oh, he could have wiped his prints after he fired, but then he picked it up with his right hand again. Why? That was... You are ignoring the truth of them. That doesn't make sense, though. We literally proved that the shooter was left-handed. Well, he could have wiped his prints off, but then pick it right back up with his right hand and leave prints again. That doesn't make sense, Karma. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Yeah, allegedly. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I'm gonna raise another one. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? I don't know. What do we have for evidence? Okay, let's look at the new stuff because we know about the pistol. I heard two shots sound like two sounds like gunshots right after midnight. Okay. Polly. Okay, we're not looking at anything for the DL6. Let's not look at that. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Okay. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high of an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for a misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh, wait. Wow, that's it? The accused was surrendered to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, wow. Wait. So, really? Oh, wait. Who was that just now? Me. Huh? Ah! Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remember what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Real. Order. What is the meaning of this? Oh, now you got issues, huh? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. Adjournment. At that. Where's? One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting there in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right there, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. What you gonna do, Judge? Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Oh, thank goodness. Because I was like, wait, was I supposed to like try to present something? I was panicking. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. Did the judge just Uno reverse him? What? The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Why the judge is Uno reverse? Court is adjourned. Hey, Uno reverse Von Karma. Defendant lobby number 2. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Huh. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. Yep, he was looking for that Steel Samurai thing. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol laying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Per- Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly completed evidence. So yeah, so witness tampering and evidence tampering. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? Yep, that's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Whew. One second. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th. All right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. He is not looking happy. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. But everybody been saying that they've heard too. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Yep, pretty much. The thing I want to press him on is that single gun. I mean, there's other things I want to press him on, but he said single gunshot. Everybody else has been saying too. That night, I was out on the boat in the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it that you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is of relevance. Most likely he was hunting for this 40. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get this over. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a... You didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Exactly. Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. This is where I want to press him at. Because for Lotta to be out there, she kept saying that everybody has been saying that they heard too. This is what I want to press him on. Because he said he heard a bang and he looked out to the lake. He didn't see anything, even though it was foggy. But he only said he only heard that one, and then he left. He. Wait a sec, Larry. What? What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard one gunshot. Are you sure? Hey, Rook. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not... God dog it, Larry. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. Larry. Larry. My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, order, and stop that boo and stop that booing. Oh. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? I would say continue. Because I need as much time as I can, honestly. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he will say something different. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any way. Words are hard on Friday. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio. See, I was listening to it like booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What did he say? You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard is probably nothing more than a drum beat from a radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, What this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. Okay, that's a good point. No music was playing. The DJ only talks in between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna go. Oh, very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay. Okay, long interest in this. I was listening to the All Request radio show on the radio. I was listening to a real booming line, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly. Okay, let's press him on this. What did she say? I think it was a she. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease with these pointless questions. What possible good can knowing what a radio DJ said do? What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? I think that's a mistranslation. It said do us. I think it means to us. Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We just said it earlier. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? That's when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how they helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard, but there's one gleaming ray of hope in it. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. I want to go back to his last scene. She said it's almost Christmas. Time of death, sometime of the for the. Shows an empty lake taken automatically. Oh, okay. I heard two sounds like gunshots after midnight. That's what Lotta said. She said it was after midnight. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard gunshots. So that had to been before, of course. It said it's almost Christmas. But Lotta said she heard the shot after midnight. Oh, yeah. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with this face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. I don't know, dude. You freak out at a drop of a hat. So, is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says that he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the shot before? Judge is dumb. Okay. Let's just say, for example, if the gunshot Larry heard was before midnight and everybody else, of course, I don't trust the caretaker, but I do trust Lotta. She said she heard two names. And you know what has been bothering me the whole freaking time is this freaking pistol. It said it was fired 3 times, but everybody has been saying 2. So now, I'm wondering if that is what Larry heard was the very first gunshot. So I'm gonna say he's right. Yeah, I'm not gonna get penalized. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. I sure do. I'm gonna present that the pistol. Should I show the gun? Oh, show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Nope. That's over here. Okay, second lake photo. Show me evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake at this picture. See, so there was no boat out there. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that it is the case. Then where does this leave us? Ms. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. So did somebody else get got? Maybe the body that they found, maybe that guy got? Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, There's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed the gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have. This is where I think I would show the pistol. Because that's the evidence. Honestly, it was fired 3 times. Nobody has addressed this yet. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That the 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. I'm thinking the person that was found as the victim was shot first, literally before, I would have to say, maybe Edgeworth got there, and they're trying to frame him for something. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten the guilty verdict. We've got nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, we finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. Sorry, I'm thinking. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Oh, okay. That was my first theory, was that the victim was already been shot. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men are on the boat. It's Edgeworth and the murderer. I mean, Edgeworth is being framed. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Like, they're setting him up. They're trying to set him up for a reason. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Because remember, we can't tell who was in the picture. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of it. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... We don't know. We still haven't... Okay. The only person that we have not gotten the name of was that caretaker. We don't know his name, but I think he had something to do with it. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Exactly. Remember when Von Calmer brought him up, he said, "What's your profession?" Every other case that starts off, they say, "What's your name?" And he was just like, "Oh, well, he doesn't remember his name." But, this murder was only 3 days ago, so he's fine to testify. Like, no, if you can't remember your name and tell me your name, you're not good to testify. I'm sorry. Especially if he had memory lost. Uh-huh. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? But where did he do this? Where wasn't any boats on the lake then? Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime is not on the boat? He probably did it in the shop. What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Oh, okay. Show the judge where the murder really took place. It took place in the shop. Because if you heard the gunshot, it's close enough to where Lotta is that it will snap the photo. Because the murder took place around here. And that's even closer here. So it took place in the shop. Okay. Oh, I'm pressing wrong. Sorry. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing it. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Just then, as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. Larry heard the gunshot, but he was unsure because he had his radio on. He had his headphones on with the radio. So he's like, while he was walking past, he heard the gunshot and he looked around, he didn't see anything. Then, just as he was starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. And that would have went over whatever he was probably listening to. But he said he was listening to the DJ. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. So he would have heard it. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Mm. Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat called Robert Hammond to his shop. Hmm. That was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I would say he did because he was left-handed. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Well, if he shot it because he intentionally missed Edgeworth, he needed to, I would say, create a witness. Because everybody is pointing to him, so it's to create a witness. And if the caretaker is actually the one who did it, of course him and Von Karma are in this together. Has to be. It's to basically create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. But at midnight, though, well, he probably knew that Lotta was maybe there. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, he falls over. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. It's just kind of unlucky that Edgeworth picked it up. Because either way, if Edgeworth had not picked it up and just went back, the caretaker would have said that he saw Edgeworth. But because Edgeworth was in a daze and picked it up, it just kind of cemented it. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, and he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. He then threw the body into the creek. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Ooh. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense have said? Yes. Well, why did you go out to the lake then? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? sorry. I can't say what it was. Hmm. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. Oh? What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Oh, he done bailed. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilizes all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? Uh-huh. One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Ha ha ha. And you notice today's the 27th. Tomorrow is also the closing, the statute of limitations for the DL6 incident. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. You looking kind of worried, concerned, anxious? Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. Oh? A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. All right. To be continued. So, all right, we've gotten through day 3 trials, and the final trial is tomorrow. So now we're going to start back up tomorrow. After we do our usual coffee with Cozy in the morning. We're going to have our coffee. We're going to have our breakfast. We're going to catch up from the work week. And then we're going to dive right into day 3 investigation for case 4. So, yeah. Yes. Very, very good. So, yeah. So now it seems like that caretaker has booked it. And you know, the first thing that I want to do for the investigation is go right back to his shack, because he had a safe on top of the TV. And Maya asked the bird, "Hey, Polly, what's the password?" And we got the password. So I doubt he's going to be back at his shack, at the caretaker shack. So I'm going to see if he's not there. I'm going to try to open that safe. Yeah. Because again, I found it really weird that as soon as he was on the stand, They did not say, "Hey, what is your name?" They said, "Defendant, what's your name?" Never accused. He just said, "Oh, what's your profession?" Oh, he doesn't remember anything for a few years, but this was only like 3 days ago, so he remembers it. If you can't remember your name, you can't remember what happened yesterday. I'm sorry. You know your name way longer than you know what happened 3 days ago. All right, I'm gonna need you to stop. He was not a good witness. He was being coached heavily. But all right, we are just shy under 3 hours. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send you guys over to Sarai Hime. She is just chatting and stuff like that. But it's I said it. That's gonna be a good wind down from this case. Again, tomorrow morning I will be starting at around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna do coffee with Cozy, and then we're gonna get right back into this. Um, because I do want to finish this case so we can get into 5. Alrighty? But all right, you guys have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow morning.